I've been hearing some noise, and now I just had to stop to look, and I think this is loose. Good morning. Well, pretty windy this morning. Let's have a look at the spot that I settled on last night. Oh, I could have done worse. I could have done much worse. And we got the ocean and the sun somehow coming up. Could have done much worse. Well, I'm gonna have some coffee, and after coffee the plan will be packing stuff, and then we're gonna head towards Luwuk. As far as I know, it's about 4 hours away from here. So if we leave early, we'll be there by noon and find a hotel or place to stay. So that's the plan. Well, look at me, 6:30, I'm all packed up and ready to go. I guess it helps that the sun was out, it dried my stuff reasonably well. The rest can dry on the road. Just a quick coffee this morning, packed everything up, and we're on the road. All right, so we're heading towards Luwuk, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll find breakfast on the way. All right, let's ride on. I am loving this road. It's fantastic. The irony is, so many really nice camping spots have occurred like 10 to 15 minutes after the place where I stopped. If I'd only been like half an hour earlier, I could have found a magnificent, look at this. This is brilliant. I could have camped here. It's fantastic. Alright, well, next time I guess. Alright, let's ride on. had a nice breakfast of nasi kuning with a coffee with jahe, with ginger. Excellent. I feel fully awake now, ready to move on. So we got less than 3 hours, 130 kilometers to make it to Luwuk, so let's ride on. I've been hearing some noise, and now I just had to stop to look, and I think this is loose. Like it needs tightening. I hope I have the right size. My chain is pretty loose too. I need some adjustment as soon as I get to Luwuk. I'll need to take her in the shop for a few things. Anyways, I'm going to tighten this up right now. Size, but it doesn't seem to want to budge. Alright, maybe that's fine. Alright, everything else seems to be in order, so we're just gonna move in. We're 84 kilometers away, so yeah, less than 2 hours. Alright, so let's ride on. nice. Really enjoying it. Look at the cow climbing. They're like goats. All right, let's ride on. Hey, little guy. Well, we finally made it to Luwuk. It's nice to see the south coast of the eastern part of central Sulawesi. Well, anyways, I'm gonna ride to my hotel and stop for the day. And thanks for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed the journey. And please don't forget to subscribe and click like if you enjoyed this. And please write me a comment. All right? I hope we get to meet on the road. And until we do, like they say around here, sampai jumpa lagi.